Okay, let's cut through the hype. Forget all the sci-fi stuff you see in the movies. Today, we're talking about how artificial intelligence isn't some far-off dream anymore. It's a real-world tool that can give your small business a serious competitive edge. So let's get right into it.
You know, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly captures the reality for small and medium-sized businesses today. The pressure is on. It's not enough to just be good at what you do anymore. You have to be fast, you have to be efficient, and you have to be available all the time.
And that pressure, it really forces you into a corner where you have to make a choice. Do you stick with the old way, manual work that's slow, full of human error, and just drains your time and money? Or do you embrace AI automation, which can do those exact same tasks faster, cheaper, and 24/7? So what does this squeeze actually feel like day to day? Let's zoom in on the specific challenges that modern SMEs are up against, especially if you're in a hyper-competitive market like Singapore. It's really a triple threat. First, you're dealing with tighter foreign worker quotas, which makes it incredibly hard to find help. Second, hiring local admin staff is just plain expensive, and keeping them is a whole other battle. And then, on top of all that, your customers expect you to reply instantly, whether it's 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. And when we say expensive, what are we really talking about? Well, we're talking over $2,800 a month for one single admin staff member. That is a huge recurring cost, especially when that money is going towards repetitive tasks that don't really grow your business. Now, here's the kicker. While you're wrestling with all these headaches, what do you think your competition is doing? Well, there's a good chance they've already found a secret weapon to just bypass these problems entirely. And this isn't some guess or a prediction for the future. It's happening right now. Your competitors are already using AI to automate their boring tasks, which frees them up to boost profits and serve customers better. The race has already started, whether you're ready for it or not. But hold on, the answer isn't just to panic and throw money at the latest shiny AI trend. The smart way to do this is to adopt what's called an ROI-first philosophy. Basically, you start by figuring out exactly where you're wasting time and money. Then you find the right tool for that specific problem. It's about being strategic. So, how do you actually put a strategy like that into action? This isn't about taking a wild guess and hoping for the best. It's about following a clear, proven blueprint for building smarter operations. It's a simple 4-step process. First up, a deep dive audit to find the real bottlenecks in your business. Step 2 is solution mapping. This is where you match the right AI tools to your specific problems. Third, you get a custom roadmap with clear timelines and costs. No surprises. And finally, step 4 is execution, making sure it all comes together perfectly. And the whole point of having a structured process like this is to avoid chaos. You see, this isn't about ripping up your business to install some complicated tech. It's about integrating these new tools so seamlessly that you experience literally zero downtime. Your business just keeps running, only better. Okay, so that's the blueprint. But what does this AI automation stuff actually look like in the real world? Let's get into some real-life examples for problems you probably face every single day. This one. If you run a clinic or a tuition center or really any appointment-based business, this probably sounds painfully familiar. Your staff clocks out at 6, but the messages from anxious parents and patients just keep pouring in. And you know what? Every single one of those missed messages is a potential lost customer. So, what's the solution? Check this out, an AI-powered WhatsApp concierge. Now, this is way more than just a simple chatbot. Think of it as a 24/7 super receptionist. It answers common questions, it checks your actual calendar and books appointments, and it even filters out the time wasters, so your staff only deals with serious leads. It's like having the perfect front desk that literally never sleeps. All right, for all you e-commerce folks out there, you have a great sales day, you're feeling good, and then comes the massive headache. Hours of mind-numbing data entry. Manually typing up 50 invoices isn't just slow, it's begging for a typo that could throw your entire accounting off. The answer here is an e-commerce autopilot. Just imagine for a second, your Shopee store talking directly to your Xero account. An order comes in and boom, the invoice is instantly created and your inventory gets updated everywhere. All of it completely automatic. No more manual entry ever. And what about getting new customers? You know you need to show up on Google, but SEO agencies, man, they're expensive and they can be so slow to get results. How do you get local customers to find you right now without burning a hole in your pocket?
Well, meet the Kiasu SEO engine. This thing is basically an automated content machine. It creates helpful articles that target very specific local searches. Things like best aircon servicing in tampons. And then it posts them directly to your website. It just works in the background, steadily building your presence on Google.
Now, these solutions are pretty cool, right? But they're more than just clever pieces of software. They're actually individual pieces of a much bigger puzzle, which is building a fully automated system for your business.
And this is where a role called a technical architect comes into play. See, their job isn't to sell you more software. Their job is to connect the tools that you already use and make them talk to each other automatically. Think about it. You're already using things like WhatsApp, Google Calendar, Shopee, and Xero. The real magic happens when you get them all to start talking to each other, sharing information back and forth automatically with zero manual work needed from you or your team.
Of course, with all this data flying around, security has to be priority number one. It's absolutely non-negotiable. Any system you implement must be PDPA compliant, it has to use private cloud systems, and, this is a big one, it has to guarantee that your private business data is never, ever used to train public AI models. Your data is yours, period.
So all of this really leads to one fundamental question. As your business grows and you're thinking about your next hire, is that hire going to be a person? Or is it going to be a digital worker that operates 24/7, never makes a mistake, and costs a tiny fraction of the price? It's definitely something every business owner should be thinking about right now.